So it's very important to be innovative, it's very important to be fast, and it's very important to just do it. And next to me there's someone who just did it, and it's Alex from Ireland. And you did a holiday project. You just came up with the idea there need to be an app for news, and you thought, okay, now I have 14 times time off to do it. So maybe you can tell me more a little bit about your news app.
Swipe is a news app that gives you a new perspective on viewing the headlines. So it's not like the normal where you scroll a few articles. It's different. It's like Tinder. I've never used Tinder myself, but I know how it works. So you see one article at a time to keep your concentration on that one article. If you don't want to see the article, you swipe left. You want to save it for later, you can swipe right. You want to see it right now, you can tap on the article. So there was never any news app that kept me coming back again and again and again. So hopefully Swipe is different. I think it's fun, at least. So it gets me coming back, and hopefully it can get young people reading the news again, which was a problem in today's world.
So, and you coded it in iOS and Android, or just once of them, or?
Just iOS so far, but I plan to add Android support because a few people have asked me, but I'm only an iOS developer so far because I learned Apple's language, which is Swift. It's easy enough to learn for beginners, but I'll be hopefully looking at Android development soon enough.
What I just saw, it's quite interesting. So it's really looking like, it's not really looking like Tinder, but the way how to use it with just one thumb, swipe left, swipe right, is pretty cool. And you took several sources inside the app. And where did you get all the news from?
So far it comes from an API, but the API is only limited to 60 news sources. Next, I plan to move to an RSS feed if it works out. Then I can pull in maybe thousands of different sources or whatever source the user wants. And then I can have it in multiple languages, which is something I plan for the future.
Yeah, but it's also important to see how it's interesting to see how important it is for news outlets or for media outlets to have an API, so an application programming interface, to enable people like you to do great things based on their content and getting a new user experience to their audience, or maybe getting new audiences for their news.
Yeah, it is very important because some places didn't have it, and then I couldn't use the API. So that's why I'm trying to switch to an RSS feed. Not everybody is an RSS feed, but the places that do, hopefully I'll be able to support them. But if you don't, then you can't be on Swipe.
So, and then the next project is what?
So far, I'm focusing on Swipe because I was going to move on for Swipe, but people told me it had a lot of potential, so I might stay with it. I'm trying to make a bit of money out of it. So far, Swipe doesn't make money, but probably. Yeah. But besides that, I don't know. I have a few ideas, but I haven't said that I'm going to do this next. I have a lot of exams at the end of the school year, but I'll probably still stay on Swipe for a good while.
May I ask you, how old are you?
I'm 14.
So, and I think it's very interesting because it's a little bit of a contrast. So the old media guys always think, okay, we need teams, we need time, we need whatever, and then you're just doing this in your holidays, which is I really appreciate that. It's really enormous. So you said it's more like the beginner level to code this in Swift, and I think many media professionals cannot estimate how easy or how difficult it is to code an app like this. But maybe you have more of an idea how much time it would be for a media outlet to code an app like this.
For me, I'm one person on my own. Obviously, they might have teams of people, but for me, it took me 2 weeks, maybe 5 hours every day. Obviously, I had to do nothing all day, so I was bored, so that kind of helped me make the app. But it depends if you want to develop for Android or iOS, but Swift is very easy because if you know English, you can read it off like it's English. It's really simple to read.
So the coding language.
The coding language, yeah, it's very easy to read, so people think that coding is hard to learn. I mean, if you could hire a journalist that can maybe do a bit of coding, I've met one today. So you could probably create a simple app. It's with very little knowledge, you can create very powerful apps.
Okay, so I hope after this interview and after your appearance here at the Medientage, you have lots of invitations globally for media outlets to go all over the world. That they have some space and hotel rooms for you for your next holidays in different countries to code an app like this.
Hopefully, because I like the time off school.
Okay, thanks for being here, Alex. Thank you.